The following is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com. It is 4:02 p.m., time for the 4 p.m. 411 here on WLCN 96.3 FM. My name is Loyd Kirby, and I will be the host here for the next half hour or so. And as we do most Tuesdays, we find some folks with some news or events coming up. And I guess today we kind of sort of have both. It's an event, but it's also newsworthy. So joining us today are Donna Cunningham, who is with the Youth Services Program Division part of Lincoln Public Library, and Molly McCain with the LMH Health Collaborative. So ladies, thank you for joining us. And so what's going on? I got the email from the young lady with Memorial Health System saying you've got a new program to kind of help area residents as far as mental health goes. So can you tell us what it is you're going to be offering here?
So we're going to be offering Wellness on the Go kits. Our first one will be focusing on family mental health resources, and we're partnering with Lincoln Public Library District to get them out in Lincoln.
Okay. And who are those kits intended for? A certain age group or
Yeah, so this kit is intended to reach a broad range of ages. So 3 is probably the youngest that's going to be able to take something away from it. And then we'll have it stuff for teens in there, and adults can do it with them. So their parents or their caregivers can help them with them. So we have books on a variety of emotional regulation or mental health tips, different ways to ground or meditate, things like that, different activities in there.
And what sort of spurred the creation of this project or entity?
Yeah, well, 2 things. First, mental health is a big concern in Logan County. It was on our community health needs assessment in 2023. So for our 2025 through 27 community health implementation plan, one of our focuses is mental health, not just in Logan County, but for all 5 hospitals. So Springfield, Decatur, Taylorville, Jacksonville, and Lincoln.
Okay.
So that was one of the reasons. And 2, I worked at the library for 3 years and saw the way that libraries are a resource that aren't always tapped into. And when I was interning for my master's program, I saw this idea for different health literacy kits. Didn't get to see it take off the ground when I was interning, but was able to pitch it to my team at all 5 affiliates, and everyone was excited to start it. So.
Okay, very good. Once again, so we're talking with Donna Cunningham and Molly McCain. If you have questions about this particular project or the library or LMH Health Collaborative, 217-648-5510, the number to call. You can also email us your questions if you don't want to be on the air, 4 p.m. 411 at WLCNonline.com. No, you cannot email in. You still have to be here in person, you too, so I'm sorry to... You don't have the email option. So you mentioned this was sort of born of the Community Health Needs Assessment.
Yes.
Can you tell us what that is and how LMH, the health system, uses that, and maybe some other impacts it's had in the community?
Yeah, so as a hospital, we are a nonprofit, and with that comes tax exemption status. We want to make sure that the money that we're saving from taxes is going back into our communities, and so we all do needs assessment every 3 years as per IRS guidelines. So we'll do different focus groups and external advisory groups to kind of figure out what the needs are based on data and also based on community feedback. So we finished that in 2024, and we will do another one again in a few years, and we just kind of use that to evaluate what we should actually be focusing on as a hospital and a community. So a few things that we've worked on otherwise, the Trailblazers walking program came out of that, Regular Reach Out came out of that, and then we also have the LMH Market, which is a big hit here in Logan County that's been part of that in the past.
Right, because I know you have those, the collaborative, the name escapes me, but the meetings every few months.
Yep.
And you mentioned, or I believe it was you, or it might have been Angie, or maybe it was kind of when you were transitioning, both were transitioning positions there, but obesity was a problem for the county, and so that sort of spurred on, like you mentioned, the LMH Market and healthier eating, the Trailblazers program, and more activities. So it's not just a survey that's taken, and then the numbers are published somewhere, and
Yep.
that's it. You actually develop programming and initiatives based on what's going on from that.
Yeah,
So
it is posted on our website if you want to read it. It's very long. I can talk to you ad nauseum about it as well, because I pretty much wrote it for Logan County. But yeah, it's available to read if you want to read it. I'm available to answer any questions. But yes, we spend a lot of time coming up with an implementation plan, which will be held for the next 3 years. So we report on that every quarter on the success. We have different benchmarks for each project we work on to be able to report back what that success is.
And when you say it's available on your website, what is the particular website?
Memorial.health.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to find, but you can search community health within that website, and it'll take you to all things community health for the health system.
Okay, very good. So let's talk about the library.
Yes.
So how did Molly approach you folks about this, or how did this all sort of come together that it's going to be, because in my mind I would think if it's a health initiative and it's generally targeted toward youth, it might be distributed through the schools. But as you mentioned, the library being another resource, and maybe schools already have enough going on, and libraries have other offerings outside of the academic. So how did this partnership come into being?
Well, like Molly said, she worked there, and so we already had a rapport. She could see, and we can see, all ages have been coming into the library, and we do see a difference in mental health and the need for it, unfortunately. So I think it's a win-win situation. We're not just covering the students like you had mentioned. You thought maybe it should be something for a school district, because we have lots of homeschoolers in our area, more than you'd think, and plus we're targeting some kids that aren't of age quite yet,
Right.
That aren't in school and wouldn't have those resources available there. So yeah, and we've got this perfect little spot for it that we're going to set up. She's got a lovely banner that we're going to put up that's going to designate it. They'll be noticeable right when you come in the door, and a nice stand for all the totes. I think this is really going to be good.
Yeah.
Very nice. So I want to ask you more about, you mentioned the totes. When I think of something being distributed at a library, I think a book or maybe a DVD or something, but you obviously have some other things going on. So we are at 10 after the hour, so let's go ahead and take our first break, and we'll be back with more with Donna Cunningham and Molly McCain.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear. Call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha 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 ha.
See, Smokey thinks I'm funny.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com. And we are back on the 4 p.m. 411 here on WLCN 96.3 FM. I'm going to give you a minute here. If you happen to be at a computer, this will be the visual demonstration portion of our show. So if you go online to WLCNonline.com and click on the Watch Live badge, you will be able to see, there's our camera, you will be able to see what our guests are talking about. Once again, we're talking with Donna Cunningham from Lincoln Public Library, Molly McCain from the LMH Health Collaborative, and Memorial Health Systems, talking about the new family mental health kits that will be available to area residents. So again, going into the break, I said if it's distributed from a library, I think it's maybe going to be a book with, I don't know, how-to kind of instructions if you're feeling stressed or whatever. But you obviously have a lot more than that. So if you want to play show and tell here or something, feel free.
Yeah. So one of the things that I really wanted to focus on is emotional regulation. So there's a book on doing that for young kids. We also have a graphic novel to kind of reach that teen demographic. And we have another book on different mindful moments that they can do. It kind of walks them through those.
And so will each kit have the same
kit
books?
Will have all of this stuff in it. Yes. And then we also have a little yoga card thing, so they can pull a card and it'll give them instructions on how to do something.
I gotta say, I was disappointed with that because it says pretzels, and I thought. But
I'm sad too. There aren't pretzels. Maybe it will look like pretzels.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why it's called
you
that.
twist yourself up. I can see that.
Yeah, and then we have a bunch of different little fidgets in there, so to kind of keep you occupied as you're doing something, or to use outside of the kit. So if those wander away, we're not too upset about it. Another book on emotional regulation called Robbie's Roar. So we're just trying to hit different age brackets with each of the things in there. And then we also have local resources that are available on one side. And this gives you a little information on how to use the kit. And then we also have some worksheets that they can use with their parents, and some coloring pages just to
and crayons, you mentioned.
And crayons.
Yeah, so it's a self-contained.
Can't have coloring pages without crayons.
Exactly.
So we really want to make it accessible to kids of all ages and their families to be able to have conversations on mental health and emotions. So that's this kit.
All right. And you said there's a banner, there will be a stand and so forth. Where will those be located if folks want to avail themselves of these items?
They will be in the youth department.
Okay.
Yeah, just kind of a little to the left of our circulation, out right in front. When you first walk in, it'll be off to your left.
Okay. And again, we're talking about the youth department, which is in the annex, not in the main Carnegie building of the library. So you get to walk through the alley and make your way that way.
Yes.
Now, I was. How will folks, like if they decide, hey, I would like to get my hands on one of these, do they need to come in and formally check it out like a library book? Will there be, is there a certain period of time they have to have that they can have it and then have to turn it back in, or how do those kinds of things work?
Well, we're going to semi-check them out. You won't need a card, so if you're a non-resident or, just passing through, you can take a look at it, take it home with you. There will be an informal way of we will write it down that it's been walked out the door.
I think our suggestion was 2 weeks, just like a normal checkout to bring it back. But since it's pretty informal, it's
very informal. So, there won't be any names written down or anything like that. So, you don't have to feel weird about taking it or anything like that. So, it's... I hate to say it, if you feel like you want to keep it and it's really valuable for you and your children, you're welcome to
So how many of these kits will be available then when they're fully
So this
supplied?
Specific kit, there will be 4 available.
Okay.
To hopefully reach at least 4 families at a time, 4 groups of people at a time.
And then if there turns out to be a larger need, is there the possibility that more kits will be available? Or?
We can make more kits available. I would love to see that be a need that we can fulfill, and our hope is to be able to expand to other mental health topics, and maybe down the road other health topics in general, but we're starting with this one to see what the reach is.
Okay.
Yeah.
When will these be available for folks to
Yeah.
check out or utilize?
We're launching August 6th,
Okay.
10 a.m.
Oh,
Be there
okay.
for a couple hours. I'll have a table to kind of talk to people about it and hopefully get some families interested, and give away some other things that I have.
Oh, very
to
cool.
give away.
Yeah, you always have lots of fun goodies to give
Yeah.
away, it seems like. So once again, we're talking with Donna Cunningham, Molly McCain. Donna is with the Lincoln Public Library Youth Services Division, and Molly McCain with the LMH Health Collaborative and Memorial Health more generally. And they're talking about the new free family mental health kits that will be available to area residents. And as you said, Donna, don't have to be a library card holder, don't have to be a resident within the library district. Just if there is a need, they can come in and utilize those. So we're kind of close to our second break, so let's go ahead and break now. Once again, 217-648-5510, the number to call if you have questions, comments, anything you'd like to know about the library in general or the LMH Health Collaborative. Also want to invite you tomorrow morning to tune in to Viewpoint. There, Entwistle will have Krista Hayes and Tina Lowry with the U.S. Postal Service. That show is at 8, runs until 8:30 tomorrow. I know the Postal Service is celebrating an anniversary, I think I saw it was, so there's an event coming up with that, and I believe Krista is the new postmaster for the Lincoln Post Office. But once again, we have Donna and Molly here for 10 more minutes or so, so we will be back in 2 minutes to talk more with them.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha 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 ha.
See, Smokey thinks I'm funny.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com. And we are back on the 4 p.m. 411 here on WLCN 96.3 FM. Our guests today, once again, Donna Cunningham and Molly McCain. They are from the Lincoln Public Library and LMH Health Collaborative, respectively. And they're here talking about free family mental health kits that will be available to area residents in early August. So, Ms. Donna, Molly's kind of taken on the yeoman's share of the talking here, so let's talk about the library. So as we were talking during the break, you had the summer reading program, which is now concluded. So did you have a good number of participants in that? And
yes.
And what kinds of things are in a summer reading program other than obviously reading?
A lot of things. We've been very busy. We've always had something going on every day of the week for all ages, from baby on up. But yeah, that has wound down today. Yesterday was actually last day for book logs, but we still have some people coming in, bringing them in, which is fine. We still have prizes to give out. Today we did our grand prize drawings for the teens. They got a nice big basket.
Oh, nice.
I think they were very happy with that. Other than that, we are winding down. We are going to start doing some maintenance around the library, some weeding and stuff in our little downtime, and then we'll start to gear up again with story times, Dungeons and Dragons, and our Explore and Stream clubs. Probably after Labor Day, we will have to see how that goes. And we have a book sale coming up in August. It's the 25th and 26th, so be sure to stop by for that. It's a bag of bag of books for a buck.
Buck a bag.
A buck a bag. There we go.
We'll get it eventually.
Yeah, that's right. So, yeah, be sure to stop out for that. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, you mentioned the stream activities. Can you tell us a little bit more about that for those who may not be familiar with the acronym and what all it entails?
Science, technology, math, art, engineering.
Okay. All right. We may or may not have a caller here, so let's go to the phone lines and punch this in, and you'll get to use the lovely headsets in front of you to hear the caller. Actually, let me make sure there's someone there first. So,
There is.
There is a caller?
There is a caller.
All right. Well, and you can just hold it up if you don't want to look so fashionable. Okay, caller, go right ahead.
Well, I just want to give public kudos to Donna and the entire staff at the library. If people driving by on Broadway Street sees the windows facing the south of the Children's Library towards the courthouse, there's some amazing talent here, very artistic talent, and also throughout the library, the Children's Library as well. And wanted to say kudos to everybody because we are very blessed to have them in our community.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
So, all right. Well, you've made them speechless. So
Well, thank you. Because everybody that works at the library is special. Has a special spot, does a wonderful job. We keep the greasy wheel running. So squeaky
there you
wheel,
go.
whatever.
Yeah,
So,
it definitely takes a village.
It
so.
does. It does.
All right. Well, thank you for the call, and you sound like a familiar voice we might hear tomorrow morning on the
I
air.
recognize.
Oh, possibly.
Our neighbor, your tenant at the library.
There you go.
I'm just a small neighbor of the library.
Yeah, we've heard
but
that.
what is neat is, when people walk by and look at the windows, and it's not just children, it's young adults, teenagers too, grandparents, moms, dads. It's very well received. They stop and they actually take it in and appreciate it. And I just don't think, the staff is told thank you and kudos, job well done, enough. Because they're great. They're all great people, great individuals.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mrs. Stira, and we will hear from you tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Okay, thanks. So, once again, that for those who did not recognize the voice, Darianne Twissell, the host for Viewpoint. She will have Krista Hayes and Tina Lowry here tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. on the Viewpoint program. So let's see, we got about 4 minutes left. So we were talking about STEAM activities, club, etc.
Yeah,
So,
it all depends on what road we're in. Sometimes it focuses on science type stuff. Sometimes more technology, some engineering. We do lots of projects in art. The last fall and last spring, we did focus more on math, which they were projects on how to make math fun. The kids were learning math techniques and things. But they related it to everyday stuff, and they really enjoyed that. So, and right now we've got a cooking class going on with the extension office.
oh, nice.
So, and that's for the younger ones, and that'll be over this week. So,
And where is that taking place? Is it
over in the Carnegie building in the basement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we don't,
What are they making?
I don't. Today she said they were. Today they said they were doing pudding, learning about milk products. Yeah, I think they focus on a different type of food group every day. So
Very cool. So, So those activities such as the STEAM and the cooking class, is there a fee for those, or are they just open to residents, or how do folks get involved
They
and learn
are
more?
open to everybody. There are no fees. You do not have to have a library card to participate. We do see a lot of homeschoolers come in, people that are out of district. We have our regulars too that just love to come, bring their kids, brought several age groups of their kids, just continue. We have weekly regulars too.
Oh, nice.
Come in and just meet, play dates with other families. So
And I know as homeschooling has grown in popularity and numbers, I know I've seen just in random internet social media and things like that there seem to be a lot of homeschool groups in not only Logan County but also adjacent counties like McCain and DeWitt and so forth. And I know a library would be a natural resource for those folks. And I believe, didn't you, like within the last few months, have some sort of a homeschool resource event or table or something as well?
Yes, we're trying to get a group together, and it's coming together. They do come in, and I think they're meeting again either in August or September. I don't have a date in front of me. But if you're interested, be sure to check us out and talk to one of my staff there in youth services so she can fill you in.
Very cool.
So.
And you, Ms. Molly, you've got the, we talked about the mental health kits, but school is approaching, so I know one of your favorite little pet projects will soon be up and running again. Can you want to tell us what that is?
So Railer Reach Out is our text message campaign that we have with LCHS freshmen. I'm excited to share that we're expanding to all 4 grades this year.
Oh,
so
nice.
We're going to kick off at freshman orientation on August 5th. So if you have a teen, I hope to see you there. I'll have some giveaways to get people to sign up, and we're hoping to be present at the school throughout the year to kind of get conversations with kids and have focus groups with them and make sure that what we're sending out is something that's valuable to them.
Right, so. And as you mentioned, it is a text program, and so what kinds of texts do folks get who are enrolled?
Yeah, we actually got one today, and it was about peer pressure. So we're sending stuff out on different topics. We've done sleep hygiene, study habits, mental health, peer pressure, substance use prevention. We're kind of trying to make a well-rounded approach of it, and make sure that we're putting things in there that the kids are wanting to hear about. So
sure, absolutely. And then since I got you here and we got about 30 seconds left, I know we talked about, or maybe we've all emails about it, I can't remember now, but not too long ago there was the walking program, the Trailblazers program, which you mentioned, and we dutifully had it listed as being on Wednesdays on our community calendar and our website, but you told me that is not necessarily the case anymore, that as far as meeting as a group en masse, that's not really happening these days. Can you talk about the Trailblazers program and how it has sort of evolved?
Yeah, it's kind of evolved into 2 walking challenges throughout the year. So we do one in October and I do one in May. The one we just had in May was called Miles of Sunshine. We had 288 people complete it. We switched to an app so that we have more availability for people that don't necessarily live or work in Lincoln. And it's kind of evolved into letting people walk where they want to walk. They're still doing it with their friends or their family or their dogs or Maui or on a trail in Tennessee. So we're able to see people walk in more places. So it's a little less on our trail, but I do see an uptick when we have our walking challenges of people out there on the trail. We've built that habit in already, so it's fun.
I'm sure it probably, in terms of participation, people don't have to be there at a designated time in a designated spot, so that I would
it opens up a lot for people, so people are really responding well. So.
All right, very good. So, well, we have reached the 4:30 time slot, so anything we didn't talk about that y'all wanted to make sure we mentioned, or you're just ready to get out of here and be done with this?
Thank you for giving us your time.
Oh, sure, absolutely. So once again, Molly McCain from the LMH Health Collaborative, as well as Donna Cunningham from the Lincoln Public Library Youth Services area, and they've been telling us about free family mental health kits that will be available to area residents on August 6th, was it? Okay, very good. So once again, tune in to Viewpoint tomorrow with Dara Entwistle. She will have Krista Hayes and Tina Lowry from the U.S. Postal Service, the Lincoln branch, on her 8 a.m. program. Let's see, there will not be a 4 p.m. 411 next week. However, in 2 weeks, we will have Jeanette Davis from the Recovery-Oriented Systems of Care, as well as Police Chief Joe Meister, talking about a program that they're going to be putting on an event. So tune in for that, and we'll be back next time. Ladies, thanks for joining us. And this is Loyd Kirby. We will talk to you next time. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com. The preceding program is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com.